Clubby go! Go, Clubby go!
Wait, I'm just gonna share this. I actually invited my ex-boyfriend to go to para marinig yun. But he didn't go, pero lang pa kayo.
Yeah. Peter, go X's.
Sige, paano push mo?
Fuck X's.
Bitter!
Or maybe
Bit!
not.
Ano mo? Exes.
I know.
Okay, hindi siya phone kasi I really suck at phone right now kasi super stressed na ako. But it's more like of an open letter. It's like a personal. Wala ka na naman. Okay, wala akong title eh. Ate. Wait lang! Wait lang, naufi ako. Okay. On February 28th, you told me that you never wanted to lose me. You called me at 12 a.m. in the morning. You told me that, Mara, don't change. Mara, you stay the same. Mara, I love you, and Mara, please, I don't want to lose you. And the next day, you went here with me on a coffee with our friends, and you told every single one of them publicly, I said publicly, without any drink on your hand, that, Mara, I'm officially breaking up with you. And unlike any girls who feel like a meteor crashed into their world, like there's a fire inside their mind, and then everything just rages, what I feel is like watching the Kardashian show again and again. It's so stupid. And I can't believe that you said that publicly in our friends. So the next day, I beg you to stay again and again and again. And that day turned out to be a week into a month, and I kept bugging you again and again and again. Because you never gave me a good reason why. And you're just gonna leave me there out to die. Are you fucking crazy? So you asked me, Mara, let's just break up, and I said no. And it's not because I can't be single. And it's because I'm desperate. It's because for that 1 fucking year and 5 fucking months, I gave you my ear. I didn't return your strength, I gave you my strength. I didn't give you your life, I borrowed you my life. And right now you're walking away from my life with everything that I fucking give you, and you're gonna leave me here alone to die, so I say no. Because the first day that we met, we were talking about homicide, and about how much I want to kill people. And that you said, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was stupid in that point wherein I actually think that you were listening, that you were understanding me in any single goddamn point that I'm trying to say every single day. That in every single messages I get to text to you in 3 a.m. in the morning thinking about life or how round the world is or how many people are there in the world, and you just get to say, yeah. And now I'm saying no. But right now, over for the 78 days that we are far away, for that 78 days that I am not with you, for that 78 days that I'm planning to shave your one brow, which didn't happen by the way, and that is a bad vengeance, I figured out that one day, from this every single goddamn day, I get to wake up thinking that reality was a nightmare, was actually over. There just come point, this one day, on the 78th day, which is right now, and I don't know what today is, but I know today is my brother's birthday, but I ditched it for this thing, I just get to wake up really, really goddamn happy. And I think that being happy for me is pretty psychotic because I don't get happy. I mean, come on, me. And at just that point wherein I just get to realize that pain doesn't stay with us forever, that being alone doesn't scare us, but it invigorates us. Because sometimes when we often be, or when we are often with the people that we like, we forgot ourselves. And it's so crazy that I get to think right now that losing someone fears us so much that being with someone, we didn't get to realize that we are losing ourselves. That we are remolding ourselves again and again and again and again and again. That sometimes we forgot who we really are and who we are alone. I have a friend, her name is Kanda. We got a little talk, it's 12 in the midnight, and we're eating special cakes of love. It's a little secret, like that. And then she gets to tell me this one gigantic verse from a random book that she read, and she laughed for 2 straight hours. And I was able to understand every single answer. That sometimes you can never say to a person that, baby, you make me so happy, I'm gonna cry, like, baby, you're my world. No, honey, you can never tell that to anybody. Because the best thing about here is that I get to realize that before you get to say to anyone that they make you happy, you need to learn how to be happy with yourself. I mean, yourself is your main bitch in the first place. never let anyone possess your happiness. You must learn how to possess your own happiness, generate your own happiness, because once they're gone, your happiness will be gone. And that is one thing I was able to ruminate throughout our break up. But there's this one line that I get to really think every single night that right now makes me laugh as if it's a very bad yo mama joke. You once told me that you were the sun and I was the moon. And I told you, tangina pre, kailan ka pa naging member ng Lazy Boys?
Inang yan. Inang yan. Sa puso mo.
There was this one time where you told me, baby, you're the only princess on my castle. And right now, I texted you, naalala ko yan, and I told you, tangina, pwede ba na dalawang prinsesa ka sa castle mo? There was this one time wherein you told me that I am seeing the future clear with you. Eh, mahuhula ka pa na, congratulations. Pero right now, the line that you told me that's repeating on my head again and again and again was this. That once you told me you were in tumakas tayo dun sa may helipad sa gateway na bawal pero kinaya. That you once told me that you were the sun and I was the moon. And I completely agreed with you on that one. Because the day we met, I feel this special heat in my body. And somebody told me that, Mara, you just really have a cold heart. And he is sort of, wait. No, not my mom. Okay. Okay, good. And he was new too. And he was invigorating you so much. That he was the first person in your mind that you don't want to murder. He was the first person in your mind that you don't think that he's stupid. And he's the first person in your mind that you don't want to push up in that goddamn hole and die alone. But right now, I sort of do, but that was before. But once before, you told me that you were the sun and I was the moon. And every single goddamn time that we meet is special. And of course, being stupid, you're like, oh, shit. But no. Maybe it is true. Maybe I don't believe you anymore when you said, I love you, or shit. Maybe the time wherein I actually believe you was once you told me that you were the sun and I was the moon. Because if we get to fucking meet every single goddamn day, then fuck all of the people will die on Earth. And that is where I learned that our love is pretty toxic. So I was about to invite him and I was about to tell him publicly, like, dude, it's fucking over. And I want my stuff back because, ang expensive na regalo ko sa kanya. And I need to get that one back, by the way. So, yun na. Ayoko na. Meron pa dapat isa, pero, mamaya na lang. Kailangan ko lumabas. Wait.
Bakit kaya